guess this is the only one working. I don't know why. Hey guys. Oh yeah, I forgot I put this on. For some reason, my microphone doesn't work most of the time. Hey guys, it's me. Alpha001 here. I'm gonna play stream, but whatever. I'm gonna play Slay the Princess. Why hasn't it finished downloading? Oh, it's because I have wallpaper open. Yeah. Look at this. Oh yeah, I don't have the audio on. I used to have. I don't know how to do it no more, but give me a sec. I can't do that. Oh, there it is. Alright. Oh, by the way, I have to say something. That video I uploaded 2 days ago, I did not expect that to happen. No. Nah, it's good. Black Tabby Games. This is a horror game and is not intended for all audiences. Yeah, website, Slay the Princess, yeah, gotcha. Yeah. Understood. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions, there are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. Alright, sure. Want to see horror tag and see whatever horrors you may. I don't know. I don't think so, to be honest. Oh, you don't look so well, princess. Yeah, please. Alright. Here's my mouse, though. I actually can't see my mouse. I see it on. Alright, let me see if I can do this. Probably better than display. New game. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. For some reason I can't play this game full screen.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end...
Oh, it's... You can see the mouse. Oh, this has narration.
You're here to slay her.
Oh, narrator, you're on the path in the woods, and at the end of the path is a cabin. A lot of those. In the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. Oh, okay. That's a lot of... If you don't, it'll be the end of the world. End of the world? What are you talking about? Maybe you haven't considered that maybe...
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
But why? Okay, if you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not gonna kill her.
She's not dangerous.
She's not dangerous, she's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out, but she will unless you do something about it. Do you have any evidence to back
Look,
this
you're
up?
already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very
Well, I
important
didn't go
task?
here myself, alright?
You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
What happens if she gets out? Then I kind of want to know.
The more specifics you have, the harder it will be for you to do this very important job. She's a princess. People will listen to her, because listening to her is in their nature. And when they do, everything will come crashing down.
Why? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's gonna end the world is because she's locked up?
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
You could answer the questions.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
Oh, actually, oh no, you could meet the voice.
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
Okay, so nevertheless, let me show you the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She's not dangerous because she's locked up.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
My job. Do I get a reward for some sort of this thing or
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
whatever? What though? Maybe consider that.
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
A lot of people who do.
I mean, maybe some people do, nihilists, or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
I'm gonna kill somebody. Well, the princess is kind of bad though.
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Can't someone else do
Oh,
this?
if only that were the case, but I don't make the rules.
What do you mean you don't make the rules? You're
I
talking
have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
But did everyone else die out?
Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Just saying. Wait a second. Yeah, let's jam this. Alright. Good. Not doing it.
Are you serious? No, you have to do it.
Why? Why do I gotta do this? Alright, can you tell me what my prize is gonna be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I
What do you
think
mean a
you'll like
secret?
it. It's a special reward, just for you.
What do you mean
Whatever
by
you
that?
think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than your wildest imagination.
PS5? Homework. My actual work, not homework. I don't have homework. Already did that. It's just homework. Okay. Yeah, I actually only got like 3 more things left. That's it. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. And if she's as bad as you say, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen, then each and every one of us is doomed.
Well,
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
could have saved, damn it. Well, beforehand.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Well, no, I don't think we'll
You'll
change
find the
anything.
princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
I don't think so, but I'm like,
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I'm gonna ignore him. Sounds like he's pretty reasonable to me. But I'll go. I'll see what the princess wants. Well, not wants.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Ooh.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Alright, let me just... Alright, I'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Save the world from what? Nihilism?
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp,
Oh, that's
a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
It's like, oi, Homeland done nicked me son. He done bollocks me wife and nicked me bloody son. Sorry, that's just... Oi, Huey. What's wrong? Hey, I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
No.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
What? She's chained up. She has to be. It's not like it would matter.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
Why would I? What? No way. Why would you do that? Just hide the dagger.
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
Well, yes.
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point? We should drop it. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her.
Drop the blade.
Maybe she really is a monster. But killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Yeah, let's take my chances. It can't be that bad. I'll drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Would it be here to murder somebody?
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
I'll stay here though.
Against
Why did I
your
get
better
closer?
judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Sure. Gotcha.
So
Understood.
here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, after I said I'll murder you, then drop the blade. Kinda weird, don't you think? So how's your day? Yeah, it's pretty walking.
I know. I just said that. Now why are you here to kill me?
Don't know. I've been told things, but I'm not sure what to believe.
Believe me.
And do you think asking me what to believe is going to suddenly make everything crystal clear?
Maybe.
Let's not pretend that's going to happen. As far as you're concerned, and as far as they're concerned, I'm going to say whatever I have to get out of here. That's just the dynamic of our situation.
Yeah, but like... Give me a second, let me use the bathroom real quick. I don't know, can't be that bad. Oi, 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 princess. I just do that. How would I get you out of here? What are you buying? Listen. God damn it, it's just the oi home, oi Huey. Olander need did bollock to me wife. Nick to me only son. Fucking diabolical. God damn, it's such a stupid accent. Alright, listen. There's people out there who are going to think you're gonna end the world. What do you gotta say about that? Like MTV Crib slamming MTV, CNN here, no, Fox News here. What do you think about people saying you should die?
Don't just tell her that.
What?
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
That's
I don't remember
flag.
much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Why though? I've been giving you food.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
I don't know. I have a beast hand. You want to see it? Yo, let's say this. Oi, oi. You woman, don't look at me like that. I was hoping you would tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
Mass genocide?
I believe her. She
Whoa.
doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
Yeah, if Junko Inoshima can do that, then I can.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
And I
Whoever
trust
sent
you
you to
to tell
slay
me the
me
truth.
claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you, either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
Well,
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
I don't know what the hell's going on.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear.
I don't want to hear them, to be honest. I don't care. But if you want to tell me, sure.
But you don't really know me, do you?
Nah,
What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
a lot.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
Can it be in the middle?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no
Alright,
less.
chill out, Miguel O'Hara. You know how long you've been down here? I'm gonna be saving a lot. Like this is Class of 09 all over again. I wouldn't even get you out of here.
You can't. Don't bother.
I would like to ask.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then.
Nah.
I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't... well, we can always put that knife to good use.
With killing you?
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Man, I guess Ethan Winters is a very popular dude. Like, everyone's cutting off their hands nowadays. What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
Don't.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
But I'm not...
Again, she offers no specifics.
Not really-
No matter how
not
hard
really
you
under this
try,
kingdom, sure.
you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Let's see. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
That's not an answer, but... not enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna keep you locked down here away, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other for a while. I decided what to do.
That seems like a pretty good compromise. Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
How?
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here.
Oh.
You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't,
You mean...
I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
Nah.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one. Oh, for the love of...
It can't be that bad.
Good. I'm glad you've come to your senses.
My senses.
You're making a huge mistake.
Look, bro, it can't be that bad.
You're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
Damn, looks like it's very
They're
tied up.
large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go
By the
looking
way,
for it. I'm sure it's somewhere
Shut up, woman.
upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any ideas besides me putting you out of here?
That would be fine. I can lose an arm.
What do you mean by that?
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement.
Leaving the knife
door at the top
behind.
of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Fuck.
Is someone else here?
I guess we'll go back downstairs.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
I guess they really want me to kill you.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Let's see. Slay the prince.
Without hesitation, you bring the blade down. The princess flinches as you strike and your weapon sinks into her shoulder.
You bastard. If I have to kill you to leave this place, I'll do it.
Alright.
I thought we had the upper hand, but it's as if she's barely even threatened by us.
That's strange. Took that blade very tough.
It's an act. She's I'm not so sure. Don't waver now. As you raise your blade to strike again, she kicks out, knocking your legs out from under you.
The knife slips out of your hand and stabs you right in the forehead.
The two of you struggle on the ground. You lash out with the blade, slicing wherever you can. Her fists connect with your body again and again, each blow stronger than the last, shattering bone and rupturing tissue with reckless abandon.
Damn, I really stink at this.
Forget trying to rescue her. This is about survival now. Give her everything you've got.
Sure.
You roll out of her grasp and shakily push yourself back to your feet. Though every inch of you is in pain, the princess probably has it worse. Blood pours out from countless gashes, staining her once pristine dress. She pauses for a moment, catching her breath, staring at you with wild eyes. We can still turn this around.
We still turn this around. Maybe she'll bleed out. Finish the
You
job!
steel your resolve and take another step towards the princess. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? What was that about not making it out of here alive?
Wait a minute.
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now.
Oh, I'm not really standing. I'm on the floor.
Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow.
Apparently
and
she
you
has
push through the
fists
pain,
of Mike Tyson.
falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
Damn, got a good strike in there too.
This was fun. You put up more of a fight than I thought you would.
I know.
But I have to wonder,
But
do you really think this is the end?
not really.
But you don't have the time to worry over her words. Everything goes dark,
And I die.
and you die.
Alright. Oh. Okay. How's there a chapter 2 if I'm completely KO'd?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh god,
You're
no.
here to slay her.
Groundhog
If you
Day.
don't, it will be the end of the world.
Didn't sense a deja vu.
Terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
don't know about that,
If he
man.
doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Well,
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
well,
That's fine. It doesn't matter if he can hear us. The only thing that matters is marching up to that cabin and winning. That's the spirit. There's no point in squabbling when the real threat is just up that hill.
no. Let's just leave. I don't feel like doing it.
We can't just leave. We're supposed to fight her. Where are you going? Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Not really. Of course I know where I'm going.
Somehow I doubt that, but fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
I'll try again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
I feel like
It's
doing it.
remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
So, what if I'm fine with that?
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
I don't feel like playing.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting... What's going on? Where are we?
I don't know. I said I don't want to do
I
it.
told you we shouldn't have come here. I told you. But did you listen?
No. The world around you is unwound. It's physical matter replaced by a texture, nothingness, it is quiet. There's a distant rumbling, the sound of many sounds, undulations pulse loudly as something other is close. Oh, I'm not Yoshikage Kira. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You're no longer alone. Oh yeah, I can definitely see that. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Thus, frustration, the fossil is full of you. You need something empty to pull inside of me. I need something shaky. It's not. Oh! Return to your destined past or face the consequences now.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path,
What? Yeah, let me go.
we can't see.
I
Somehow I
don't-
suppose you're but wait, what?
Urgency, you have a story you need to finish. It is the only way for us to escape this place. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back, not there. Regret. The world is broken beyond repair. We must leave something new. A wagging finger. There is only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation. Whoa. Okay. Oh, try not to mess up anything this time.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her.
Oh, you can skip. Sweet. I always wanted it off of Bardock. Viva la revolution!
You make your way up the short path. We're not going to ignore him. The interior of the cabin, the blade.
Take the blade.
You take the door to
I don't know how to. That means what?
Her voice carried. She don't let it.
I'll say the same thing again. Yeah, just checking on you.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
I did not was scared. What? No way. What would you ever think of that? Like, nah.
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
Maybe.
The blade. Of course she doesn't want. Don't you dare. It's fine. The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands.
If you walked away for a minute.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I made my choices. I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
Yeah. Oh, I don't have autoplay on this time.
You're making a mistake.
What do you mean?
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice?
Oh yeah, I do.
I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
Man. Nah.
It'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way.
Yeah, thank you.
You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work.
Yeah.
You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door.
Just chilling, like Arthur Morgan.
It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there.
Hey!
Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out?
No!
It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good
I
side.
thought I was on your good side.
Sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
I am.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it.
Whoa,
I
whoa!
don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
Maybe I don't. Maybe.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
So what? All of this an act? Just wanted to be a goose, dickhead, douchebag? You're just not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're just.
I can be innocent and harmless.
Or if I want to, be teasing my new fresh air and like justifying it with really doesn't inspire me to play nice.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall.
Whoa, damn.
You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the
Oh
cabin.
boy.
The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken.
Apparently you
and the
slept through all
table
that
shoved
banging.
out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
Hey, yo, your arm doesn't look that good.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working.
Stay away from me.
It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet,
Can you back up?
and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do
woods.
anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
No.
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Then your heart, and then you die.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the
Yeah,
gills.
I ate like some
A
fish.
shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
What kind of wonderful things?
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
5,
I'd say better luck
4,
next time.
3.
But we both know this is the end, don't we?
Dang.
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends. I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Like a bitch. Chat. That's into the nightmare. Oh boy, this is one of those games.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Got a terrible sense of deja vu.
Terrible sense of deja vu? No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
Okay.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh. What if he hears us?
Voice of the paranoid.
That's a very good question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit.
Ah, crap.
I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot. We've a world to save, after all.
Oh. What a deja vu, bro. I'm pretty sure this whole thing just happened like 5 minutes ago, but I kinda died like a little bitch, but you know. Yeah.
We could go back and forth on this forever, and it won't get you any closer to doing your job and saving the world. So let's just agree to disagree.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this already happened. Why should I listen to you? Why would I care?
Those are two very...
There's two very different questions, but I'll indulge you. If that's what it takes to get you moving.
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
I listened to you one time and I died anyway.
We couldn't trust either of you, and as far as I'm concerned, we still can't. All we did was lock her away. And how'd that work out for you?
Well, I died.
No comment. Well then, congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
I did it right and I died.
And your solution is to send us back in there. Do you
Bless
want us to slay the princess? Or do you want the princess to slay us? Obviously, I want you to slay her. One of you poses a threat to the world, and the other doesn't. Anyways, I believe your other question was something along the lines of, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We were killed by the princess, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself. From my perspective, there were plenty of consequences. I'm never going to forget the way she just made us stop working. And that's only scratching the surface. If what you said is true, it begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or have you found yourself in another world altogether? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
Well, I don't know.
If she brought an end to everything and everyone, how are we supposed to stop her? What do you want from us? I want you to succeed.
Uh-huh.
You'll find a way. You're the only one who can.
Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
Just being around her in the end. Shut down my organs. What the hell am I supposed to do about that? Asking the real questions. Like, I don't know. When I was right in front of her face to face, I literally shut down like a note. Like. It's like I reached from 100 to 0%. I was like an iPhone, bro. Like, what do you want me to do?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world. She is just a princess. Whatever you think happened to you last time, just get it out of your head before you get to the cabin, and you'll be fine.
Are you sure about that?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
I'm just overcomplicating things.
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
You are my
You're
special.
the only person capable of doing this.
Ow.
Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are.
I am not Star-Lord,
You
bro.
can't just goad us into doing something by calling us special. It's manipulative. Why are you trying to manipulate us? I don't know, I kinda like being special.
Because you're a hero.
Okay, fine. Maybe you can goad him into doing something, but he's not even the one who makes the decisions here. I'm not goading you into doing anything. You already know the princess is dangerous. All I'm trying to say
What?
is that you have to be the one to
Why?
deal with her. I know it doesn't seem fair.
Answer
That's
the
just the way it
question.
is. And for what it's worth, I know you have it in you to finish the job.
You did the first time I died. Did this?
We don't.
Didn't do the
You
second
saw
time
what
I died.
happened to us last time. We need to leave.
Being cagey. What aren't you telling
I've
me?
told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail will just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
Give me that.
If you want us to stand a chance against her, we need to be armed with information. What is she really capable of? How are we supposed to stop her? Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to take me at my word. He isn't telling us everything he knows because he doesn't trust us, which means that we can't trust him. Stop talking yourself in neurotic circles and just get to the cabin already. Do you see the way he keeps pushing us? We have to get out of here.
I tried. It didn't work.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Go.
A warning before you go any further.
What do you mean?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. I don't think lying and cheating is her thing. She was very direct
Oh
with
yeah,
us
like
last
she
time. Or at least
murdered
she was
me.
direct with us after we decided to lock her away. It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Okay. That is that. Don't trust anyone.
The interior of the cabin is plain. The smooth wood of the walls
Hey,
almost
what's
featureless.
up, man?
The only furniture of note is a
Oh,
lone
what's up?
table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room. A pristine blade stands between you and the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time. It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out.
The door is
getting stuck in your head like this,
bro.
you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep
Alright.
breath in,
Alright.
deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
Only Link can defeat Ganon. You say anything about the mirror on the wall, the fact that there's people, and
You're right. I was so stuck on the eyes watching us that I didn't even notice it there. What are you two talking about? There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the floor, and the open doorway leading to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. We have to look at it. Unless that's what he wants us to do. And pretending it isn't there is a trick to get us to do exactly what he wants.
why would you lie about there not being a mirror when it's clearly right there?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
But
Very different.
well,
He changed it, didn't he? It's like he's trying to make us doubt our reality. Calm down. Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before. Enough of this past life nonsense. You haven't died, you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
certainly have.
So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Let's explore the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement.
It's just a wall. There isn't much to see.
This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
That's an interesting hand, to be honest.
Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad. You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us. Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb? The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task.
Bro, with how she was
You're more than
pounding that
capable of pulling
door
this
and
off,
also
so long as you
flipping shit all
don't
over the
lose
place.
faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Well, okay.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps, suspended in darkness.
Yo, to be honest, I don't remember
More
this.
eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static,
Not
as if
really,
you're
but
descending
sure.
into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood.
Oh,
If the
definitely.
princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
Oh, I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Huh?
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
How hard is it to throw a knife?
It can't be that hard. But then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless. If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place. It'll be enough.
What if I step into the void? To be honest, I'm kind of curious. What happens if I just...
You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them, but you're stopped by an invisible force. Why did you do that? What did you think would happen?
I don't know. I was curious.
Congratulations, you really lucked out. Of all the things that could have happened from stepping into a void, nothing is quite possibly the best outcome you could have gotten.
Huh?
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones, visible against the inky black of the basement, mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Fine.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
Yeah, like, look at this.
No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
Voice of reason?
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
Don't worry me. I'm not
Please
gonna die.
stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse.
Maybe.
Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
Your voice kind of reminds me of like this, like 5 Nights at Wario's kind of voice. I'll just chill here. Rather have you come to me and then...
You decide it's best to do nothing.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb.
Oh,
Your arms quickly follow.
these week's arms are heavy.
This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
Thanks.
There has to be a way out of this. Think.
Bob Kicker.
What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Maybe a minute.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Nerves. What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Holy shit. What's
Can't
up?
decide what you want to do, can you?
Not really.
Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Because I don't want to. And even if I did, I don't have to. Look at the way you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
The princess leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, All I need to do is break your concentration.
Good try.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then...
Shit, make her stop. Hey, snap out of it. Okay, deep breath. Deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart. You're back. Lungs, liver,
Hey, what's up?
nerves.
One moment, and then you're gone. Just like that.
Lungs, liver,
Ah,
nerves.
and there's the fear.
she pulls away.
Lungs, liver, nerves.
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it?
I don't
I've
know.
already done that.
Lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart.
What happened after you killed me the last time?
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then...
Nerves. Heart, lungs, liver.
Well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too.
No.
Lungs.
I don't think I can live without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever.
Well, you're not
I
getting
want to leave.
No.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Yeah, why are you just try being nice to me?
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you?
I don't know.
And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart,
You seem miserable.
You don't say. I'm looking at your face.
nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart,
Pretty good.
No, definitely not. If you're what I need to leave this place, chances are you're pretty useful. I think I'll keep you right by my side. A little good luck charm to make sure I stay free.
lungs,
Don't worry, I'll make sure to take good care of you.
I don't think-
promise.
lungs,
Oh.
liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Destroy is such an unenlightened way of putting it. So sudden, so violent, so little nuance. I'm not going to destroy the world, but I am going to hold it in my hands and squeeze it.
Lungs, liver,
I'm going to make it afraid, just like I've made you afraid.
lungs, liver, nerves.
The world needs fear, doesn't it? Every terror I bring would make the good times so much better. Well, I'm practically doing a public
Out.
good. So what harm is there really in letting me out?
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
But everyone dies eventually. They're all full of wet, writhing things, and in the end, each and every one of them gets unwound. And then those things get to become a new everybody. Just to come apart all over again.
Heart, lungs,
All I want is to be there for it. I want to watch it happen. And maybe do a little unwinding myself. Is that really so much to ask?
heart,
Yeah.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
Oh, we both know that you don't have a say here. So you should just look on the bright side.
What's the right side?
Heart, lungs,
I'm not sure what the bright side is for you, but I'm positive you can find it if you look hard enough.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
I'll just die then.
And then we'll wind up right back where we started. Round and round we'll go. I wonder what will be different next time. Maybe you'll actually be able to move a limb. Who knows?
Nerves,
But I'm always going to win.
lungs, liver, nerves,
Pretty sure about that. Give it enough tries and I'm bound to win eventually. Maybe you don't get to come back like I
Is
do.
that a bet you're willing to take? Imagine climbing a mountain of lifetimes. And when you finally reach the summit, when you finally win, the only view you find is me. And then I push you, and you go tumbling all the way down those millions upon millions of battered and broken pieces of you that couldn't make the cut. What then? Would you have it in you to climb again? It sounds like a lot of effort for nothing.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
Sounds like a nothing with a lot of effort.
lungs, lungs,
Well,
liver,
instead we could just-
nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
Just a lunatic
I am
more,
what
right?
I am, and right now, I'm in control.
lungs, liver.
So, you might want to be a little nicer to me.
She raises one long gloved finger, its tip hovering just over your skin, seeming to enjoy the lingering threat. But she withdraws, sparing you another momentary glimpse of death.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation, please?
Like I said, I am what I am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
The princess cocks her head, neck cracking uncomfortably,
lungs,
and you can't help but imagine a smile carve its way from ear to ear on the other side of her mask.
lungs, liver, nerves,
Thinking about that knife, are we?
Yeah.
heart, lungs,
Put that little theory to the test. See how it plays out. But I don't think you're going to like what happens. Because even if you make me dead, you're not getting out of here. This place is mine. And I'm not giving you the stairs unless I'm leaving with you.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
What happens
We're
next?
stuck down here together. Until you change your mind.
Oh, we'll just talk.
heart, lungs,
Oh, mine
Static, and a skipped beat as she touches your shoulder and whispers in your ear.
was up.
No! Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Or until your heart finally gives out.
lungs, liver,
And then, when you die, I'll find myself somewhere new. And before too long, you'll be there too. That's how this all works, right? This doesn't end until you let me out.
I'll figure out
And a
something.
lot can happen before then. I'm sure I can get creative.
Me too.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Alright. I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you to leave, and I'm not gonna try to kill you, so do your worst.
Are you serious?
Liver, nerves,
You fling the blade into the void, denying yourself the opportunity to ever slay her and finish your mission.
Well,
Nobody's happy here, but maybe it's for the best.
nerves, heart, lungs,
You poor deluded thing. Do you think a single moment of bravery changes you into something you're not?
heart,
I am what I am. And you're always going to be a coward.
heart, lung,
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls it down.
oh,
You don't get the chance to see what lies beneath before it envelops you. Like a creeping mold, the complete reality of your existence threads its way through your mind. Birth, death, birth again, decay and bloom, a million stitches from a million microscopic wounds you've inflicted on everyone you've ever met, with every muscle you've moved and every word you've ever spoken. No.
Let me out.
no.
Your existence hurts them.
Let me out.
No.
A lonely soul in a room by itself, weeping. It lives for 80 years and then it's gone. And then it's there again.
Let me out.
A reprieve. A good life. Love. Children. A steady career. Recognition from your peers. Here one moment, gone the next. The worms have found their orifices.
Let me out.
Diagnosis. It forgets everything it is. Anger, rage, distance, poverty. The lonely soul is lonely again. Love turns to mockery. It dies. It is reborn. Worse. Lonelier.
Let me out.
No. What's happening to us?
Let me out.
This is all too much. I can't keep going.
Go on, pussy.
You can't keep going? Well, what are you talking about?
Okay. He doesn't respond.
I think I broke you. I'll see you soon. You'll know what to do.
Not really. body is dead, but you live on. See what hides behind her mask. Chapter 3, Chapter 6, Chapter... Oh, man, I guess I've been doing this for a minute. The moment of clarity. How have we been doing this?
You're on a path in the... Shit! What the hell was that? Who are we? What are we doing?
There was a princess, I think. It's all so fuzzy. It hurts when I try to remember.
You shouldn't know about the princess. At least, not until I... You've already been here, haven't you?
I guess. It feels so long ago, almost like we've never left. We have to let her out.
Ew!
No, that's the opposite of what you're here to do. You have to slay her. Slay? We decided not to do that, didn't we? Yeah, we're supposed to let her out. It's really the only way this works out for us. If you think about it, she's the one with power here. Nobody else can do much
And
of
I'm
anything.
stopping her power by not letting her out.
No, we were supposed to keep her trapped there forever. I think.
We're supposed to be unfeeling. How many times do I have to tell you to snuff out your heart?
We can't be unfeeling. Not when there's so much fear everywhere. There's nothing for us to do. We've already tried everything.
Did we?
We love her, so we have to set her free. Can we love something that hates us? Can we love something that hurts us?
Maybe.
To be given an ounce of kindness from something so cruel would be more pure than any other love. Why are there so many of us? There aren't supposed to be so many of us. This is bad. You need to get a grip. What did you let happen? How many times have you been here?
I don't know, Jonas.
Of course we're wrong.
She's the only thing that's right. Yes, obviously they're all wrong. What are you going to do about it? Many times. It feels like we've been here forever, but it also feels like we've barely been here at all.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, we just have to do what she says and then everything will be fine. It won't. It will be for us. She said so. You're part of everything. If things aren't fine for everything, they won't be fine for you. There's no difference between fine and not fine. It just goes on and on.
I don't know, maybe. I think this doesn't make sense. I only remember being here twice, and some of you don't seem to remember being here at all. Was I like here those other times, or did just like someone else? To be honest, I don't know. I just got here.
What does here even mean if you really think about it?
Oh my god.
Shut up. You were here.
Every single time.
Sure.
You did your best, really. There's just a pecking order. And our cruel and beautiful goddess sits atop it, right where she's always belonged.
What you say?
You're lucky. What I would give to be able to forget.
Damn.
I've tried to keep them numb, but they're all too soft. A shame, really.
Okay. I don't remember what I did, and could have made me to do it.
Don't think about that too hard. All it will do is weaken your resolve and make it that much harder for you to slay her.
Maybe you're shattered in your own way.
I don't know, maybe.
Are you your memories? Or are you the one perceiving the present moment?
Right?
Ugh, here you go philosophizing again. It never goes anywhere. Yes, this is far from the first time you've asked us about consciousness. Who am I? What am I? What is I? Who even cares? They're good questions, great questions even, but they don't have any answers. And they all just end in quivering torment. doesn't matter what we do because we always find her, and if we don't find her, she always finds us.
Yeah, I guess so.
And then she smashes us into smaller pieces.
What?
If you all just stopped feeling, we could have been done with this ages ago. Your thoughts are far too scattered to rein back in.
Yeah, Jesus.
Your only option is to silence them.
I'll try. Maybe don't go to the
We've
cabin.
tried that. It doesn't work. Our hearts always brought us back to her.
What?
The deck is stacked. So many paths, and they're all circles.
Can you make sense of them?
There's nothing worth making sense of. They're clearly all traumatized. And yet, you aren't. We break apart, and you stay the same. Yeah, what's your secret? Why can you break the rules when we can't?
I don't know. It's asking the wrong person.
I don't care how you feel. You have to slay her. You have to pull yourself together. You have to snap out of it. You're lucky you haven't been stuck here like the rest of them. There's no other way to keep going. You either need to forget, or you need to stop feeling much of anything. They can't do either. He's not wrong. He's the only smart one left, if you ask me. He's worse than her.
Yeah. Well, what if I just...
You do nothing. You can't just do nothing. You have to do something.
Well, something comes out of... Nothing comes out of
A
nothing.
new one? Huh. Do you think it'll work? No. Nothing ever works. Boo! You're the worst one! He's not the one who got us into this mess. At least I keep you breathing around her. See? That's why the sad one's the worst. The jumpy one tries. Who cares? All of you just yap about nothing. And that kind of attitude is why you're in the top half. Great. And that's why you're not the top. I want to see what nothing does for us. And right now, all of you aren't letting nothing happen. Hopefully this stuffs all the rest of them someplace quiet. You need me, and you need to not have them. He'll get you killed by himself.
It's true.
Oh, all of us have gotten all the rest of us killed at one point or another. That's hardly even a concern now. As the little voices bicker amongst themselves, you do your best to stay still in the woods. It is difficult, and the more time you spend waiting, the harder it will be to sharpen your focus when you need it. I wonder what we look like right now. Are we standing? Sitting? I like to think we have an air of dignity. My point exactly.
Well...
Congratulations, you continue to waste everyone's time and do nothing. Wait, can you still hear me? Everything's getting fuzzy. Ha! It's our turn to flip the table. This is the end, isn't it? Everything is wrong. What is that twisting feeling? We're so small. I don't think we're supposed to be here. Just another bout of nonsense. Again. I can't think anymore. Finally, I've just needed to leave for so long. I thought I would last without them. I thought I was special. Well, it looks like this was a good idea. Something new is happening. Well done. Brilliant, even. Right? Guys?
You've been here before. Memory returns. There's a distant one. Found a mini. The good dwells in your empty space. Contrast. was furious. Let's call them 30. Bolts are infinity shrink to something less. Okay. Alright. You told me that much. Why don't you just going? Oh. Why have you come back? I don't know. You and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here.
Back here.
We're not going to ignore. The interior blade. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Yes.
Her voice softly carried.
Hello?
Is hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
Yeah, I think I'm here to slay you.
You must have the wrong address.
Great job. You've given away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
I don't know.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on
Stop
you
thinking
here.
with your dick.
Hi. You were joking about coming to kill me, right? Do you think you could get me out of these chains?
Oh, let's just talk a bit.
Okay. Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason.
The reason.
I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a basement and throw away the key without there being some sort of an explanation, right?
You have all the explanation you need, and you should know better than to trust whatever she comes up with.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here for so long.
That's... How long has she been locked away?
Did they tell you how I'm supposed to end the world?
Well... hoping you would tell me.
I don't know how to destroy the world, if that's what you're getting at.
I believe her.
Whoa, wait.
She doesn't
there.
have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
This is different.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. I don't trust that. And I don't think you do either, or you wouldn't have come down here to talk.
Yeah.
She has a point. We're talking like this for a reason.
So this shouldn't be about what I'd do if I got out of here, or me saying the right thing to convince you to save me. This is about how messed up this whole situation is. This is my life we're talking about. Do you really think I can even end the world Why would I even want to? We both know that if there's people we can't trust in this situation, it's whoever locked me down here, and it's whoever sent you here. And those two groups are probably one and the same.
Don't let her turn the tables here. This isn't about trust. This is about risk.
You're back.
We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
Kill you, but I just can't set you free. It's too risky. What if I just stayed here for a while and kept you company? Maybe that'll make everyone happy.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I can't.
I don't think I could bear being down here that much longer.
Leaving her alive is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out. So I'm the only one who liked that idea.
Well, I agree.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. It would make it easier for both of us if you'd help.
What?
But if you don't, I can promise that you'll regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
Look. Got it.
You can't be serious.
Thank you. Thank you. You won't regret this, I promise.
Try not to.
You're making a huge mistake. No, I think you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Oh. I don't know. And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains?
I don't know.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
Almost.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
It's just a different choice of words.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Let me just return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Huh?
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place. You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't.
Really didn't.
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
What?
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Wait, you couldn't do that.
This isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Slay the princess, slay the princess, slay the princess. Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
What last time, alright?
The blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake.
I don't know, man.
For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you.
Say.
You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yes, I do. Chapter 2, the damsel. The damsel.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Get all ground up.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I died.
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
What?
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek. What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving. Those are two very different questions, but let's say you died You were the one who did us in, villain. Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price. I beg to differ. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, she would never? She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme. Convoluted? I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone. Just be quick about it. She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you. Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world. Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is. People locked her in that basement. Great, now... That's right, you can't stop all of us. We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does. Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with? You're not at the cabin yet. You you still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in.
I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice.
I do, but I also speak from the heart. My passions are too great to be stifled. They must be expressed.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet.
Yeah.
Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Let's go. To the cabin in the woods.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant,
Whoa.
its stone walls draped in fine-threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
Sure. Up here.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here.
In which case she'd be lying to you because, again, there isn't a mirror.
That's a great idea. We have to make sure we're looking our best before we save her.
We shouldn't waste time preening. If he is lying about the mirror, it might be important. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do? Very different.
Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous... So focus up. You walk up to the wall next... This really is... You reach... It was there a second ago.
And now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Into the basement. Let's see what's going on down there.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell, but it's still a stone basement. If the prince...
The door to the basement cracks open, revealing an incandescent stairwell. Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim
A
firelight.
soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already.
I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall.
My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Bruh.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
What?
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing, and she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before. That's right, villain, and you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty. And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time. Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her? We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise. Are you listening to him? He's lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
You died, and now we're talking.
What?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips. Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
I have no feelings one way or another about the world
At
ending.
least you're being honest. I can't believe that the fate of the entire world has been left in the hands of a nihilist. The princess shifts in uncomfortable confusion.
Me too. I don't care.
She wasn't confused for long. If she doesn't care, then clearly she didn't end the world. It would take a great desire for evil to do something so inconceivable, and our dearest has not an ounce of cruelty within her. All is well, and it's high time we rescued our beloved.
I'm sorry. Didn't you want me to?
No?
Did we? We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone. She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles?
There you go.
She just
People
said
back.
she'd be okay with any idea we came up with. Am I the only one here who thinks that's weird? She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel. No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her. If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do? She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
Huh?
I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence. No, I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought. You wouldn't.
Yeah.
I would.
Oh.
I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
This time.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful
This time.
embrace.
Whoa.
Ugh.
Get away from me, woman.
If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back and everyone out there would be saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
Let me guess. End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection.
I think.
And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
For the world? I mean...
Are you seriously asking her that?
Oh, we've been over this one. I don't know. I just want to make you happy. I just want to make you happy. Okay, if that's what makes you happy. I just want to make you happy.
Is it just me, or does it feel like we're alone right now? Like we're the only ones here?
Oh. Okay. No, you don't get a chance to ask. Thing has taken her away. Miss left. Nothing else in her.
No. She was our perfect match. She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't even know how we. Oh, how did we look for her?
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. I can't believe she was taken away from us. The nerve. He is. Does that mean the world ended? A villain vanquished? There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
I'm gonna.
Yes, I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and preen for a while? That can't hurt, right?
I'll approach from there.
I'm begging you.
Hello. Approach the mirror. Gaze into your current situation. Gone. The mirror may time for you to see what's you're alone in a place that is quite here. Recognize the presence inhabiting the ship. It is the entity that dwells in the spaces.
Something returns to the long quiet.
The hope. Surrender its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel. Look at that thing I'm in, space outside of the woods. Aren't you? I thought that was a dream.
Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you? Thoughts without connections, a dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
You think
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks. Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
this end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
We're out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt. You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Are you the one who sent me this?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free. I know only that they are.
Are you the it's not.
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Wait, we're always princess, or are you just making her her part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Kinda. Happens now.
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
You're gonna find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Okay. How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
How many of these pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Hedgehog. And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
I want to play the princess to stop her from destroying the world. To help you. Is that what you're gonna do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Being Semitic. What are you gonna do if I do? What are you gonna do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Oh wait. I'm not gonna go.
If you need time, then I'll wait with you.
Wait forever.
You are as I am now, and forever is a long time to remain undone.
No, I'll wait forever.
I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
The game closed. It just closed. Actually kind of scared me. Not joking that. Okay, so I'm guessing make me forget will just. Oh, what the fuck? Guess I can't outthink my. Oh. Oh wait, why isn't it? Why isn't it on the game? Oh, it's bring the destruction.
Don't. It will be the end of the world.
So she just killed me and I'm back here again. I tried to outwait my destiny. I didn't.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
You turn and run, doing your best to put one useless leg in front of the other.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You poor,
lungs,
poor
liver,
thing.
nerves, heart,
Wrong
lungs,
choice.
liver, nerves,
You get nowhere before the princess is in front of you once again.
liver, nerves, heart.
You're always going to be a coward.
Heart, lungs, liver,
She raises a hand to her mask and pulls like a creeping mole.
Let me
Your
let me out. Let me out.
diagnosis.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, liver.
Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring the constant reminders of your breaking body.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
She doesn't even move as the blade sinks into her heart.
Heart, lungs,
We did it.
nerves,
We actually did it.
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
You actually went for it. Oh, you're going to regret this. I could be so much more terrible for you than I am now.
Lungs, liver, nerves,
Can she?
heart, lungs, liver.
We've already seen how she can change.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You're not getting those stairs back. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
Heart,
She falls to the ground, unmoving. Oh. I can stop now, can't I?
Alright, well, you just...
I can. Finally. And now that she's gone, you can let us out of here. Right? But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? And now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us. It means that you're stuck here. Forever. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Oh no, I hate this.
Me too.
Time passes.
Oh,
Forever's gonna end eventually, right?
forever, bro.
No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever.
I
It
tried
doesn't
to
end.
outwait it. It didn't really do.
I feel sick. It doesn't have to be forever, though. Does it? What do you mean? We still have a way out, clutched in our hands. Are you suggesting we kill ourselves? Won't we be dead? I guess that hasn't stopped us before. That's a terrible idea. You've already saved the entire world from ruin. Why would you want to die? Because right now, you don't want us to do that. You're right. I don't. But if we've already saved the world, then why does it matter if we die? Why do you care? I just do. I value life. Every life. Even yours. Especially yours. Why? What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life.
Oh my.
Exactly. I don't have to answer that.
It's not like it matters if I die. I'll just come back.
Ah, yes. The whole looping thing. How unfortunate. You were only supposed to be here once. I don't like the way you said that. You knew this was a possibility, didn't you? Of course I did. Though I'd rather hoped I was the first one. That explains a lot, though. Oh, you bastard. How much are you not telling us? Plenty. But it's all in your best interest. And the world's. And mine. She's dead and we're stuck in a hell void forever. How could telling us your secrets possibly hurt anyone? It just can. Look, This world is saved, but if you start over, for all you know, you're just putting another world in danger. You barely managed to land the killing blow here. What if you don't manage it next time? I've already said too much, really. You won't get another word out of me on the subject.
Can you tell me your secrets now?
No.
Oh. How about now? Is it secret time?
Still no.
I'm gonna wear you down eventually. Might as well spill those sweet secrets now. Then we'll have something else to talk
You're
about.
not going to wear me down. Oh, we should ask him one more time. He's on the cusp of...
Oh, because it's saying she can see, I can feel it.
I'm not. Either way, at least needling him is something to do. The narrator ignores you. You can't just describe yourself ignoring us. I can.
You just did.
The narrator continues to ignore you. Oh, you could do a lot better than us. Exactly. You'll be fine here. Just come up with a game or something to pass the time.
I'm not a creature of biology. When I just... Am I not a creature of biology? When I starve or die of dehydration before it forever
That's
happens?
a grim thought, innit?
Forever happens?
But I suppose you're right. You are a creature of biology. Something will happen to you before forever comes along. We don't have to starve to death. You have our way out. Use it. I'm stuck here with you. I wish I weren't. Feelings mutual. At least we're all being honest.
I get it. You don't want us to die because you'd be lonely. How sweet.
Unlike you, I'm not capable of being lonely. Oh, sure you are. Give it some time without us and I'm sure you'll start feeling lonely. More time passes. You're still here.
Huh. Wait.
More time passes. More time. More time. More time. More time. More time. More time.
Something will happen.
More time passes.
Why does it look like the shadows are growing? Something will happen.
More time
I just realized
passes.
the audio isn't working.
You're still here.
Why isn't it working? Oh, okay, good. Audio has been capturing.
More time passes. You're still here.
Okay, good. It's still been capturing. I don't know why it wasn't working though. Alright, fine.
You remove the blade from the princess's body. What exactly are you planning on doing with it?
Ooh, more options.
Oh no, what are you doing? You tighten your grip and fling the blade as hard as you can into the void. It's gone. Now you're really stuck here forever.
Yeah.
There's no way out now. You mean, other than starving? Right, I mean, other than that.
Guess I'll wait.
You wait, and then you wait for a little while longer. But eventually the thirst sets in, and the hunger. The darkness of this place prevents you from wholly grasping the context of passing time, but that doesn't stop it from passing, nor does it stop your biology from unraveling.
Yeah.
The only things you know for certain are that it's long and that it hurts. The vastness of your suffering can't be adequately put into words. We really shouldn't have tossed the blade.
Guess I'll wait.
No, you really shouldn't have. But biology and time are immutable forces, and eventually, long before forever gets the chance to come, everything goes dark, and you die. Don't muck it up next time. The princess may be slain here, but she isn't slain there.
What? Chapter 3. The Wrath.
You're on a path in the wood. Shit. This really doesn't end, does it? It doesn't matter if we kill her, it doesn't matter if she kills us, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. Yes, so it does. No, there has to be a way out of here. There just has to be. What if we do what she asked us to last time? What if we just let her leave? Okay, so you've already been here. More than once, even. Great. So you probably already know all about her and all about the threat she poses to the world. Then let me remind you how catastrophic it would be if you helped her leave in any way. If she gets out, the world ends and everyone ends with it, yourself included. Oh, threatening us with death, are we? And why should we be afraid of dying? We've already done it twice. All death has done is shunt us back to these woods, where we're forced to listen to your empty warnings again and again. This place feels a bit different though, doesn't it? I don't even know what I'd call it, but it's definitely not the same path in the woods anymore.
Yeah.
That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end. Her influence? I really shouldn't have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright?
Are you the same Neri we met in the other rooms? We were quick to accept that we've been here before.
Suspiciously quick. If I had to make a wager, I'd say yes and no. Is that supposed to be a riddle? If it is, it's not very good. I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything, in effect making them all separate. So, yes, I'm the same me, but ever since the moment we started talking, I'm different. I'm not sure how we're supposed to kill him ourselves, but he's asking for it. Maybe there's some way she can take care of him for us. They've clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions. You have the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it.
We've killed her, and that has done nothing. If we're going to fall off the stoop forever, well, eventually we're going to let her out. We might as well do it now.
You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Your perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever. Those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. The world itself is at a tipping point.
Why?
Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will, as much as things would be easier if you didn't, and you can just keep making the correct choice forever, never deviating. Everyone is manipulating us, but we're starting to see the threads now. We just have to avoid getting tangled up in them. On second thought, Let's not kill him. Let's throw him someplace that never ends. I'd like to see what that does to him. Then she finds a way out on her own. So, standing around out here is the same as us letting her out. Only we don't have to see her. That's gotta be better, right? No, it's strictly worse. And why is that? Because it's cowardly, for starters, and because the unknown is always worse than the known. But really, all you're doing right now is weighing two considerably bad options. The only solution worth considering is slaying her, and whatever delusion is holding you back from doing that is just that, a delusion. If you already managed to end her in some other world, the only reason you'd be here is that you somehow managed to do it wrong. You continue down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do. I don't like any of our options here. It feels like we're being driven down the tracks to some awful inevitability. There must be something we're missing, something that would make everything make sense. Maybe letting her out really is the answer. Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care. It sounds like somebody's about to crack. There's obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now, especially with all these clowns offering up their useless advice. Honestly, it seems like the more I try and talk sense into you, the more single-minded they get about letting her out. So yes, I'm done trying to argue. Would you look at that? We won. Take it however you will. The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... that's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade? Of course there isn't a mirror. There wasn't one last time either, so why would it be there this time? I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it? If you're asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's the way to the basement. Are you saying there isn't a door? Are you saying that at the end of the hallway there's just an opening again? He didn't say door, did he? No, It's just like last time, isn't it? Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you, and certainly not the princess. The princess is in the basement.
Approach the mirror.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward, towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. Oh, do we? Do we feel like we're being watched? I hadn't noticed. At least you're admitting to it now. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there. I hate that I know what's about to happen. Knowing makes it so much worse.
Yeah.
You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening. Oh, that was a close one. All that stress and lead up for nothing.
Helplessly staring into the void. I'm glad I made a lasting impression.
Oh boy.
Shit, where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then she, the princess, constricts. Your bones snap.
Ooh.
Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
No.
You killed me last time, and that was after you tried to lock me away forever. I was so close to freedom, but then you took my body away from me. So now, I'm going to take yours, and I'm going to walk it out of here.
Good try.
And you get to watch me do it, completely helpless, just like you left me.
Okay, maybe letting her in isn't the best idea. She clearly hates us. And what's your point? I thought you wanted to get out of here. This is a way out, and it's different. We might as well take it.
Yeah, but not like this. She's going to make it hurt.
And turn off the part of you that feels things. Oh, like it's that easy? It is. Pain is just another sensation. If you can tolerate joy, you can tolerate pain. Except that pain hurts.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what it does. That's the definition.
Do we need to explain to you why pain is bad?
You need to explain to yourself why it isn't.
Look, you killed me, I killed you. I don't know.
I think you forgot something. Like the part where all this started when you left me to languish in a pit all by myself. Now I've become something so much worse. And it's all thanks to you.
Is it?
If I were you, I would just want to get it over with. You lost your chance to call the shots. There's no going back to fix it now. You can either look on in horror or celebrate my freedom. But either way, you're about to become a passenger. But you did hurt me. Twice even. And I'm not letting you do it again. Enough talking. We'll have plenty of time for chit-chat once this place is far behind us.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges.
Oh.
Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle.
I would still smash though.
You sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too.
Okay, deep breath. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
Is it? Is there any conceivable way that this is fine?
Yeah, I'm right. This is fine. It's better than last time. At least our organs aren't failing.
At least I can actually talk. It is fine. Everything is always fine. These consequences have no real impact on us outside of momentary discomfort. I'm sure we'll be moving on again soon enough. Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul. You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong.
No.
It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. It's rather rude to show up in somebody else's body and boss it around like this.
Yeah, like, what a dickhead. Not like this.
We were gonna let you out of here. That's the whole reason we marched all the way back up to the cabin. Were we? I was.
I know you were, but you were going into it for the wrong reasons.
And what reasons are those supposed to be? Nobody should be able to be judge, jury, and executioner.
Weren't you all of those things for me? I can grasp the shape of everything you think and feel. You think you are numb, but you are hopeless and paranoid. You are afraid of me.
Not really when you sound like you're in water.
I feel a regret, even in the recesses of your soul. There is not a drop of sympathy to be found.
We weren't always like this. I've always been like this.
All I'm doing is reaping what you've sown.
We don't have to let her out. I've been storing up a little bit of will since she forced her way in here. Take it and throw us all into the basement. It's better than giving her what she wants.
You wouldn't dare. Move now.
Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
It's not that bad. The pain feels good. Because I know you feel it too.
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss.
I won't let you do this.
You're gonna.
Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter. We're putting in everything we have. You're not. You're thinking too much about how she's hurting us. You're thinking too much about your body. It's just a body.
Yes, it's just a body now. But I need to do so many terrible things to you.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Next one we all go. 1, 2, 3. You throw everything you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole.
Why are you angry?
Her thought slips through you.
No
unheeded,
reason at all.
As you fall, and fall, and fall.
To an abyss.
We did it! We actually did it! we've really shown them all, haven't we? I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it.
Yeah.
What happens now?
Yeah, but it's something
I
should
want to
help
know
him.
what he thinks happens now. Why? What do you know that you're not telling us?
Calling me an idiot. Ew. Never mind about the smashing. You look ugly. Terminal velocity ceases and you feel something as a mass. Oh, whoop.
What's happening to me?
Oh. Okay. Oh, well. Oh.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now? There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. It's calling us, and not in a good way. Ignore the cowards. You have to look. You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. I should feel better with her gone. But I don't. Don't bother looking for her. I'm sure it's just a waste of time. It is. Does that mean the world ended? He was never going to outlast us. Yeah, no voice needling us anymore. Feels good, but I also feel itchy. Cold. I'm begging you, don't do this.
I'm gonna do it.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
Approach the mirror. Okay. Oh, you're at the cabin. Approach her. Oh my. You recognize the presence inhabiting the shell. It is only an entity that dwells in. It is the entity that dwells in the spaces between.
Something returns to the long quiet.
Huh. One of the many hands in front of you reaches forward and gently touches the side of your face.
There's nowhere for you to be but here. My roots burrow in an ocean beyond your sight. We cannot harm each other as we are now.
Okay.
Nothing as we. There is no exit. Bring me more perspective.
Okay, so I'm just.
She asks that I. You won't.
The seething
You're on
vessel.
a path
Bring
in
the
the
raft
woods,
to her.
and at the end. You're on a path. You're here.
Oh my god, I didn't even overwrite that.
You make it easier for
I heard the knife.
you. Without hesitation,
You-
don't assume the truth. You the way we can.
Get back here.
The princess is still chained to the wall. There's nothing she can do to stop you from getting out of here. What if she doesn't succumb to her wounds? Whatever she is, she's so much more dangerous than I thought she'd be. You rush up the stairs and dive past the threshold. You're safe. For now. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with a heavy... Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound and we have all the time in the world. Playing jailkeeper for a while might make things a little easier. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But
I know you're still there. It's not like this little door.
she sounds... As she...
When I
No.
I wouldn't be so sure about outlasting me. You're so brittle. So go ahead, rest, do whatever you think will help you be prepared. But know that I'm coming for you, and that when I find you, I will make you hurt.
The princess's threats out of you. Where is she?
Thanks for helping.
You try and stumble to your... It isn't who saw your...
So,
She steps closer.
Okay, so I got to. Or just give up.
Are you serious? The princess.
I wanted to read that. And I'm serious. As the force overblows her overwhelming body, the blade from trembling and cluttering uselessly to the cobblestones below. I suppose you just lack the will to finish the job.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you to the ground. Her knee slides to your throat and your windpipe is crushed under weight you didn't think her frame could possibly possess.
Pathetic.
Okay.
This is the end, isn't it? Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods, and at the end...
Load somewhere else real quick.
It hasn't. Or if it has, there's a... Let's... If you're... With, and I... Had you... I couldn't agree more.
What is
The cabin
I
and-
skipped one.
A warning. Before you... She will lie. Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her. Are you sure about that?
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her, but all none of them matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice.
Okay.
The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear? Crystal, let's just get on with it already.
Okay.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. See? Even the cabin has the right idea. Let's get moving. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. You already wasted so much time in the woods. Who even cares if there's a mirror? I care about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about someone as innocuous as a mirror, what else could he be hiding from us? I'm not lying to you, I promise. There isn't a mirror. Really. You walk up to the wall next to the bed. This really is... It was there a second, now it's gone. So all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting. Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here, so focus up. You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulphuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger? Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
This isn't what she sounded like last time. Her voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
Go down there, she's like super buff.
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess. As much as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your head. You need to stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us. And you brought your little knife, too. Yes, I'm going to have fun breaking you into little pieces.
You look different.
You look exactly the same.
Alright, fine. I believe you. What? What you said earlier in the woods, I believe you. You've already met the princess, and the princess has already met you. That's all the more reason to take this seriously. You don't know that whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me! I don't remember. Are you okay? Of course I'm not okay! As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
A lie.
Don't try to lie to me, just please take this seriously.
Why does
Agreed.
it sound like a mouse click?
We can't win unless you treat this fight with the gravity it deserves.
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes for you. There. Unpacking done. Don't you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So you do remember me.
Oh, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life.
That could be said
So,
in many
why don't we
situations.
do it again?
See? She wants to fight us again. There's no reason for us to stand around talking.
free her. You aren't. I don't know why I'm even bothering, to be honest. You know the stakes of the situation.
Who says I want to be free?
If you don't want to be free, then what do you want?
I want the two of us to fight to the death. I want to feel your knife split my flesh. And I want to hear your bones snap beneath my fists.
Okay.
Is that really too much to ask?
Yeah, especially that last part. Don't be such a coward. I'm just being cautious. If it comes to violence, we can find a way to deal with her that doesn't involve throwing our life away. I'd rather not die again, and I find it deeply disturbing that you seem to relish the thought of it.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter if we die again. It'll just be another opportunity to have the fight of our life.
Of course.
We don't know that for sure, and I'd rather not bet on it.
I don't know what happened since the last time I met you, but I'm not fighting no giant demon lady.
Oh, you've got another thing coming if you think you can just turn around and leave.
I think
As you step towards the stairs, you hear the heavy creak of straining metal, and then a snap.
What?
She's loose. You have to make a decision, and you have to make it fast.
Okay, team. What are we thinking?
How about we get the hell out of... Little Voice doesn't have the chance to finish that thought before the princess barrels into you and smashes your body
Okay,
into the rough
team.
stone wall.
You die.
Can I finish my thought now? Sure, why not? Here. So glad we could stick around to hear the end of that. But I'm afraid that's all the time you had left. Why, for the love of everything, did you stop to think? What did you expect you'd come up with? It doesn't matter, because everything goes dark and you die. Great job.
Thank you.
No, come on, we can't be dead. We didn't even get a chance to fight her. Dead is dead, but maybe you'll have better luck next time.
Okay.
You're on a path
Ew.
in the woods, and at the end of that path... All right, change of plans, no more hesitation, no more dying. We're taking the fight straight to her. If we had a chance against her, we already missed it, didn't we? She got stronger, and we stayed the same. We've seen her bleed. Whatever she is, she started out mortal, which means she probably is still mortal, which means we can win. We just didn't take things seriously enough last time. If that's what you want, then fine.
I want to kind of see what happens if I do beat the shit out of her.
Great. Now focus up and do it.
Oh, you've got another...
As you step, and then a snap. She's loose. You have to make a decision. As the princess barrels towards you, you do your best to maneuver between the tight walls of the basement. You do your best to outplay her, slashing out and leaving red cuts in the tattered remains of her white dress. But you have little room to maneuver. For every glancing blow you manage to land, she slams you against the wall in retaliation, each impact threatening to be the last. This weak little dance isn't working. Just toughen up and overpower her. She's throwing us around like a ragdoll. I think overpowering her is a little out of the question.
Did you think you could stop me with a few cuts? All this dancing around is doing nothing but annoying me. I own this place, and I own you.
Uh-huh.
The princess's arm shoots forward, her palm wrapping around
God
your head,
damn.
fingers gripping your skull.
How disappointing.
She squeezes, the pressure unbearable as her fingers dig into your scalp. The last thing you hear is the unsettling crack of your skull and the sickening churn of what was your grey matter. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Damn. Oh, the eye of the needle.
You're on a path in the wood. If you weren't so damned afraid of what she'd do to you, we wouldn't have died back there. Fear is good. Fear keeps us alive. We died because you didn't have enough of it. So what? You'd have us cower in a corner? No, but that place suits her better than it suits us. She's big. We can't hope to find holes and openings down there. We need more room if we're going to survive. Are you suggesting luring her into the woods? Do you have any idea how dangerous that would be? If you lose sight of her, if she manages to slip away, that's it. Game over for everyone, yourself included.
Yeah.
Are you not challenging us on all the looping? Have you known about it the whole time? Are you the same one we've been talking to since the beginning? Sorry to disappoint what I'm sure must feel like a grand revelation, but that's not what's going on here. We've never met. Then what is going on? What's going on is that you'd only be saying the things you've been saying if you'd already been here, and if you'd already seen things you weren't supposed to have seen. It doesn't matter. We could go in circles forever. I don't like staying still for too long. Let's get to the cabin, see this through. It's good to know that at least one of you is still capable of reason. We may have the same destination, but we're not the same. You are still an other, and I don't trust you. Well, fortunately, you have an entire trip through the woods to reconsider that.
There's nothing to reconsider. We're all for violence here.
Are we?
I haven't signed off on anything yet.
Violence is the answer here, but the method is equally important to the act. You can't let her leave the cabin. It's like I said, we're all just circles. Instinct tells me we need space, and I trust instinct. Nothing else to say. Not for me. It's evidence of one of many ticking clocks. You can't let her spread any further. Things are always changing. She changed, the cabin changed, we've changed. Why wouldn't the woods change too? Because they're not supposed to have changed. This is supposed to be a path in the woods. If it's not, it means something's gone horribly wrong.
I don't know, I'm getting a little tired right now, so I don't know if I can continue. This game is crazy. I saw 97 achievements. Holy crap. And like Corpse Party, bro. I should have to eventually later, but not right now. Definitely see Corpse Party achievements. That thing has 33. This 97, but I know Corpse Party has like 51 different endings. So what I'm going to do and stream because I am very, very tired. This game is, I did not think it would be this deep, but I'm feeling tired, so I'll end stream. I'll probably game later. I don't know. Just want to rest. All right, this is gonna be a wild adventure. I'll say that now. All right, see you guys.